right, and we are good. Hello, everybody. My name is Ryan J5, and welcome to what might be the final episode of I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. Now, we last left off, a lot of stuff happened. My hand got caught in a stand mixer, and, well, now that's bad. Oh, yeah, and it's the third day of the first semester. So yeah, let's see where that's going. I think we're about to go into like a food wars type of thing. I don't know. Oh yeah, we had to use that grimoire. But we didn't use a grimoire because we want to remember Colonel Sanders. Now we're in class, and he says there's a dog moment coming on Sprinkles, and yeah, let's see where that goes. Now his cute little nose scrunches up, and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. We should smell the homework to give us him as a snack. Now this is a culinary school. I'm not gonna feed him paper. Let's see this. Sprinkle stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral, runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you never to come here. Terrence, I will destroy you, Terrence. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but by any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professorial tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Brian, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go on any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the classroom. Sprinkles is interrupted by words and sparked him from the back of the classroom. I told you to save it for after class. Bzz, bzz. Oh, what did you do to my boy Clank? What did you do to him? Miriam, what did you do? You have an honest man here. What did you do? You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language for mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joanne. J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beeper. Then take Jeff and Joanne with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps of his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Bzz, bzz. No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker, considering that he himself has not wheels. He has wheels and not feet. It is entirely clear where it came from. Did Clank eat someone? What the hell? Did he eat someone? I hope that person is not eaten. Jeez. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. That's what I was saying. Looks fine. Just, Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend they didn't just see the entire thing go down. Yeah, I wouldn't want to. It's kind of awkward now. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall of the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't get distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. Oh, heck yeah, we're going into Food Wars. I'm still working on a title, but I think you'll get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, you okay? Oh, okay. I'm so mad. I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. Dang, that is mad. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is a silly boy. Silly boy, my butt. This is a man we're talking about. Clank's more man than anyone will ever be. Don't you call him a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a big ranch, and a ranch big enough for the both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. Well, it's bad for you, missy, that this town ain't big enough for the two of us. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to leave you. It's not you. Well, I mean, it is you. It's me. It's not me. What am I saying? What am I doing? That was terrible. Okay. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug, wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a special soup, and I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend your time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena to early practice a dish. This is it, occasion of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his evil counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Ryan's famous chicken pot pie. Ooh, pot pie, I like it. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you are able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders and this lovely display of cherry blossoms. I want that. Ryan, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. I'm also picturing you and me in a bed together. The pot pie has just begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who was hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it as if there's a fess-up about the practice dish. I am a man of honor. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. Is that something you've tested out? You just can't smell it. Still smell it. Oh, yeah, can't smell it. Oh, yeah, that's the perfect size. That's an oddly specific. It was just. Why do I know this? I swear I haven't played this. You just gotta understand, my brain is too big for this game. But my heart is not big enough for Colonel Sanders. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no, I can smell that. It was making me... Oh my god, I'm terrible. Haha, no, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning in a second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow, oh my god, it looks so good. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking. I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. It is about to go down. You, me, eggs, whisking, bowl, stand mixer. It is on like Donkey Kong. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up to the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that will push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. They are the embodiment of extra. Are they really? I don't think, was that established? I think they're just friends, right? I don't know. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity of the room starts to full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves that they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Oh, you bet it's getting serious. Let me get in for this. Colonel Sanders, it's a good thing I'm wearing an apron. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Flying chicken. Egg wash. Miriam fiercely injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best Fred Faster Blaster. Please reconsider. Van places his pectorals as he chops up open sea urchin. Let's rock and roll. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatch. That's perfect. I would have expected nothing else. Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's the singularity as we foretold. We mustn't let it happen or the implied uprising will take us all. Self-dist... Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls it back. You just killed him! What the hell? You killed him! He's dead now! Ah, oh, you cost him his culinary school graduation. What is wrong with you, Van? As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out, and she's going to use some dark magic to turn the tide. You've got a book on your own, and you desperate not to see it. Oh my god. You've got a book on your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take the opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it is most certainly evil magic? Look, the only way you can succeed in life is through hard work, and if you put enough hard work in, it'll be way more better in the end. If you use a cheat code, it's not going to feel right. So we're not going to do this. We said we weren't going to do it before, we're not going to do it again. Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you got passion? Yeah. I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Ryan. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Ryan, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Thanks, girl. Turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up, and where in the world did you get Eye of Dew from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Gorko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So, I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition? I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. You mind? Steve, the spork monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Ha! Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I always wanted to be at the top chef, actually. You know, when I was a little spork pup, back in my old country, you can feel spork monster winding up to tell a very long, involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Did the Miriam put the Eye of Newt in the pot, and then suddenly, whoosh, I thought the spork monster came from there. No, I must have just been summoned. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school when I had fallen asleep during scare text class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered a huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Oh. Oh, yes. Listen, if you're willing just to give up because of a minor setback, you've already lost. I think it was Sun Tzu that said the battle is decided before it's even fought. And if you go into battle with the idea to win, then you will win. That is the plan. So we are going to probably not use occult magic to summon this extra power that's deep inside myself. I guess we'll just see. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Ryan, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. God. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. What is wrong with you? Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. I thought he was going to start spitting M&M. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. Yo, this is Food Wars. This is like Food Wars, but like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You know what? With this power, you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Ryan. You may have suffered some setbacks, but it's all not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned this support. I've been watching you today. Oh, sorry, I was doing the Colonel Sanders voice. Forgive me. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed that you've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. I thought this was a test. If I get help, isn't that cheating? all you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and the time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But, Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. Well, I mean, Sprinkles did say that there were no rules. So, I mean, there are really no rules to follow. You can do whatever the hell you want. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Oh my god, is he making the mac and cheese bowl? Are you suggesting? If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Time's up, students. With the time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you hear a pure, innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying. Sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging from a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I mean, I can't blame him. He did ask. He did ask. He asked. And if someone asks you for something, and you can do it, who are you to say no? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop's eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, this is not a prank in UCSAL history. But it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where is the pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow, he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. Well, for you guys, it must have been a lot longer. Considering it took really long to get this out. But after days of hard work, time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. Oh my god, that looks delicious. And how the hell did you get it so tiny? Oh, it's got the little candy. Cool. My word, so delicate. That a teeny weeny Naruto maki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl. I was literally just pointing that out. Yes, chef? Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Ryan, for helping me to believe in myself. Anytime, I'm the man that helps you believe in yourself. Yeah. Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and a axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. That looks poisonous to the touch. One false move and you're dead. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't really get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Oof, oof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having a bit of allergic reaction to this thing. I can't eat it. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles would have made it difficult to eat? I know, Van Man. You gotta... Come on, man the van. Come on. You gotta think about this. Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student. Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Presentation. That is, much as I hate to admit it, that is awesome. But does it taste good? That's got to be like what a chef does, or a chef judge does. Like, does it taste good? Wait, that is what they do. God, I'm an idiot. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed. It's quite delightful. However, I ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It is very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Oh, got toast in your ears or something, Ryan? I told you, it's a display piece. Actually, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it. And did an extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I would have gone to college for eating. School for the hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted. But don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You would know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. Ouch. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. Yeah, go take your gazanga somewhere else. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. Two chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese, I want to eat that so badly, has become something. Oh, was that the Colonel Sanders voice before? What started off as a simple bowl of mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. Man, this is like what teachers do when this is like the opposite. Like when that one kid, he's being a real dum dum, and he's like, "Oh well, you the bad kid. Everyone stay inside. You don't go outside." No. Why can't more teachers be like this guy? If teachers were more like Sprinkles, I'd have a 4.0 every year. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem so transcend this they all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even Van Van and Ashley are drawn back to its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this one? Now the school year is complete. Everyone has graduated. The students return for one last assignment. To get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely decorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Dude, I graduated? Awesome! Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Oh, oh, oh! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van Van and Ashley, how did they changed clothes. Weird. Van Van and Ashley tell everyone that they're committed themselves to righting the wrongs that they did while they were the villains. They were only villains to, like, me and Miriam, and nobody else. For a moment, you actually believed them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He is totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on, I prefer that everyone refer to me as my new name, Party Monster. I want to be this guy's friend. Student tries to finish what he said, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster, and don't you dare forget that. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things will work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see a perch atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you were able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma. So we had to mail directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for, the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. Man, they're just doing all the plot holes now. And we get a new wing in the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of Sushandach. I always call it that. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who's arrived late to the dance. Oh my god, is he wearing a... What is he wearing? Oh, it's a tux. He's wearing a tux. Good for him. Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. You seem, yeah. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I, I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I just have I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figure out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear that she managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. You was a weird. What was up? And Clank disappears through it. Sorry for the yawn. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmate. Oh my god, he's dressed in casual and I love it. Oh shoot, then I gotta take off the apron. Crap, how do I get this thing off? It's party time! Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not just to give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. What are you planning to do? Oh, it is a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? What? No, yes. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Ryan, what are you doing? You're sitting all alone. Oh, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what other qualities you'd find? Is he flirting with me? What are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Oh, off the top of my head, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. Now, what can I say? I'm a simple man. It is truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes. Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future settles out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. I'll be so glad to spend together with you, Ryan. Oh, how sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think it's just something I just need to do by myself. But who will help you run the restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you find a love connection but fail to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing with him his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school. Oh my dear Ryan. I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. Along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end? Alright, so I guess that's the game. Yeah. God, that was really fun to play. For a dating sim, it was really well done, and the writing was kind of well done. I mean, I mean, what can I expect? This game is published by KFC. So yeah, I mean, of course they put a lot of work into it. But yeah, this is really fun to play. The characters and all the interactions with them, it was really fun. Well, I mean, there wasn't a lot of, options there. Sure, and the everything that happened was, pretty cool. I mean, this is really fun to play. And I think you should check this game out too. It's did I mention ever that this is free to play on Steam? You can just download it and you'll be fine. This game is really fun. Give it a check. There's really no harm in doing it. It's free. So with that, I will say thank you for watching. If you haven't, like and subscribe if you want to see more stuff. Write down in the comments what I should probably play next, or if there's any new kind of stuff that I'm missing. I'll be sure to look out for that. But until then, this is maybe the final episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.